we've had a zero water allocation last year, a zero allocation the year before, and a 5% allocation this year. And I believe that the numbers are pretty accurate, that as of January 1st of this year, if we had used the flexibility under the existing law, and I think it's the biological opinions are flawed, that at least 240,000 acre-feet could have been moved through the delta. Obviously, that water is gone. Sacramento Bee, and I'd like to enter it into the record on Sunday, indicated I think a good descriptive on this. Director Asher, is this the best that can be done in implementing the Endangered Species Act and still allow for the protection and the movement of water in California?
Is it the best that can be done? I believe, Congressman, our people are doing the best that they can do. And
let me ask you a question this way. Has the Fish and Wildlife taken the time to create a long-term recovery plan for the Delta smelt?
We do not have a recovery plan for the Delta smelt.
So you're trying to use the law to protect the species by using one management tool in your toolbox, which is simply the flows of water, and you don't have a recovery plan.
I would say what we're trying to do is trying to help the project operate. The project has an obligation.
Well, that's subject to definition. I don't want to belabor that point. Do you think the Endangered Species Act can be reformed to achieve better outcomes for species recovery in light of climate change as it relates to minimizing the impact on human populations? Because I want to tell you something. Those zero water allocations have devastated the communities I represent, with thousands and thousands of farm workers being unemployed, the impact to the farm communities and to the farmers, in lost income and potentially lost farms, and people that have had to move away because there are no longer jobs available.
Well, as you know, Mr. Costa, I respect, I admire your ferocity in representing your constituents on this issue.
No, but I appreciate that. But my question, can we get better outcomes? Do you think we should look at?
We can get better outcomes if we have more resources to implement the law.
Why don't we have a species recovery plan?
Because we lack the resources to
There was $50 million in drought funding for California alone. It seems to me that a priority ought to be to deal with a species recovery plan that wouldn't rely solely on the use of water.